one thing us creatives forget a lot is not everyone sees the world the way we do. And we just gotta convince them a bit, show them the vision, and explain it well passionately, and they'll kind of believe in your vision as well.
Hi, everyone. We're here at the New Era Collective podcast, celebrating 11 years of New Era in the Philippines. Today, I'm with the collaborating artists for this year's collection. Introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Nicolo Nimor, also known as Nicotomatic. I'm an illustrator.
Hi, I'm Jetro Olba. I own a brand called Antibiotic Smile. I'm a designer and illustrator.
Hi, I'm Raka Ruiz. I am a visual artist and content creator.
Hi, I'm Lay Melendres. I'm a full-time freelance illustrator.
All right, so a very stacked cast of collaborating artists we have here today. We're going to be talking about the collaboration, but first off, I want to kind of warm everyone up with a question of an opener. What is your favorite character to draw? We're all artists here. We all have our favorite things to draw. What do you guys draw when you're just having fun?
Is this like a registered IP or like or like our own characters?
I don't know. You can just say it. I don't think it's whatever you want. I personally go with SpongeBob. Right, so.
Oh, you took the SpongeBob. I was gonna say
It's like the reference. Like, okay.
What's your
got it.
favorite character to
Favorite
draw when you're
character.
trying
Okay,
to get warmed
okay.
up?
Dude, like Bugs Bunny or Scooby Doo, like one of those two. Yeah.
Ako si Mr. Potato Head.
Nice. Bagay sa style mo nga.
Kita
eh.
siya.
Nandiyan
Ayun,
nga eh.
ayun siya.
Nandiyan nga. Nice one, nice.
Okay.
Ako sobrang random eh. I would try to draw random characters. Pero all related to aliens. Yeah.
Aliens.
Ako usually, fan talaga ako ng retro games. So, mga Street Fighter, mga Mortal Kombat, yung mga ganun.
Really good quote. Really good answer. Yeah, I think it all goes back to who we are as artists, which kind of people and what kind of things we like to draw. So let's talk about the collaboration a little bit. Can everyone just go around and share more about their artwork for this collab, and what's the story behind each one?
Yung akin parang parang as I said kanina, parang tribute siya from the origin ng New Era because 1920s siya, tas sa New York. So parang ganun din yung ginawa kong composition. At the same time, parang tribute siya. So nakasuit in tayo yung character because yung mga founders din nun, nakaganon sila. So parang sobrang opposite siya sa ngayong image ng New Era na very hip-hop, street. So, yun pala yung origin ng New Era, parang very, very classy, very formal. Yeah. Pero pinasok ko pa rin yung hip-hop element, kaya nag-spin siya. Yun.
Sa akin naman, I had this title called Authenticity. So, yun, yung illustration ko naman dun is like, you have the New Era sa center ng sa center ng character ng Nicotomatic. Kasi, of course, kapag gagawa ka ng artwork tapos you want to be authentic about it, galing talaga yun sa heart, guys, di ba? So, if you can see yung New Era na logo niya nasa gitna, tapos may thunder na lumabas doon. So, parang pinalabas ko yung authenticity ko doon. So, from the heart. So, I think that explains my work.
Lay. Ito, sige.
So yung sa akin, yung team ko is collaboration. And yung pagkakilala ko sa New Era is mostly nakikita ko siya sa hip-hop scene before. Tapos later on sa graffiti scene. So madaming artist na nagsusuot ng New Era. So naisip ko parang dun ko gusto mag-revolve around yung team ko. So naglagay ako ng 3 characters. So nagka-collaborate sila to create something. Tapos ayun, mostly yung mga gears nila, mga New Era yung branding.
In my artwork, I just really tried to zero in on like what would a child imagine if they were given this brief, this like assignment. And if you'll see, there's like a little Easter egg in my artwork. It's a little clown hiding in the hole that leads to outer space. That's Razzle. He's like a 7-year-old clown that's like kind of a caricature of myself as a child. And I thought, if he was given like an assignment, like Pride, if you're proud of who you are, what are you gonna draw? And he's gonna draw like his dog's the main character of this world, and it's everything he loves as a child in like outer space because he's like a very nerdy child who likes science and like fun stuff kids would like. So that's what I really like tried to do with my artwork. I also like get a lot of inspiration from Dr. Seuss, and not exactly a Dr. Seuss book, but a Dr. Seuss movie, which at the time wasn't well received, but now I think it aged like fine wine. The Cat in the Hat. There's a
Oh,
scene where like
yeah.
the box opens and it's just a big explosion of like fun things kids would like, and that's what I tried to make my artwork about.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like I think I like everyone's artworks feels very very them. It's really about the individual artist behind the artwork. You can really feel who you are from that. So we're all mostly doing these in digital, but I know what it's like to make artwork beyond the digital canvas, and especially for brand owners, Nick and Jeth. Now, you guys have your own brands.
Yeah.
Now, but we also do apparel. Everyone's done apparel here, shirts, hats, shorts. What's it like to? What's so cool about putting your work into something wearable? What's the coolest part about making something that people can take home and wear?
Go, sir. Okay, go, sir.
For me naman is I just want people to relate sa ginagawa kong artwork, and surprisingly they can relate in terms of colors, in terms of the style, in terms of ano yung ilalagay mo na figure doon or composition doon. It's a playground kasi. And of course, the people that wear your design is like they are your armies din na to ano ba
To spread no?
to spread
Yeah,
your
totoo.
art form din.
Totoo.
So mostly yung mga works ko is ano talaga chine-check ko din kung ano yung mga gusto ng mga customers or like
Yeah.
the people
You
who
have to check
supported
with
me.
the community, no? It's about the
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
the people who
Yeah.
support you. What would they like?
Oo. Para of course you need to interact with them also kasi we are not big brands. So of course it really means a lot for people na to represent yung art form mo, 'di ba?
Yeah, actually, ano rin gandang opportunity rin nga na nandito si Sir Nick ngayon So parang, kasi if you're going to talk about wearable graphic or like wearable art, si Sir Nick talaga yung like the OG,
OG.
of OGs. Kasi,
Napag-usapan na namin kanina eh.
Kasi parang, yung exposure ko, or like yung nabuksan yung isip ko when it comes to wearable pieces, hindi ko automatic talaga. Like, kasi parang dati, nagdo-drawing lang ako, parang, inisip ko, ano pa yung pwede niya expand? Or ano pa yung pwede maging other item apart from the paper or like canvas. So parang, nung nakita ko yung Nick Automatic, pwede pala siyang maging t-shirt. So parang, bata pa lang ako, pinapangarap ko na parang meron din akong parang Nick Automatic na
This is something I
brand.
can do din, no?
Yeah, parang
Hindi lang paper
na-inspire
lang.
ako.
Oo.
So yun, parang gano'n din siguro yung effect. Like, if your pieces na sa mga wearable item, parang inspiration din siya So it's more of inspiring other people or like, kung maka-attract ka rin ng tao na parang, ay, nakita ko tong t-shirt to. Ganda, parang saya makita niya tong t-shirt na to. So, parang, nakakahawa rin siya Parang,
Yeah.
Parang
siguro
showing people what's possible. Na,
parang,
may
kasi
ganito
pag
tayo.
artwork lang siya, it's not, sobrang exclusive lang siya, di ba? Parang, pero if it's on a t-shirt, sa wild makikita mo sa street, di ba? So, yun. So, for me, inspiration, nakaka-inspire. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you feel anything when you see people wearing your pieces on the streets out in the wild? Ano yung feeling?
Saya.
Diba?
Saya.
Di nyo kilala eh. Diba?
Oo.
Someone who just
sobrang,
supported
lalo
you.
pag random,
Mm.
parang, ay grabe, parang, yung araw na yun, pinili niyang suotin yung gawa mo. So parang,
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
sobrang, so parang doon pa lang special na or like, panalo ka na parang ganun. Yun.
It's kind of like disbelief sometimes also. Like you see it in the
Yeah.
wild, like, may bumili talaga.
May bumili talaga, di
I
ba?
can't believe it. I didn't give that guy that shirt. I'm like,
Diba?
they made the choice to actually wear it. It's actually so flattering talaga.
Sa kunyari, meron kang 50 t-shirts. Sa araw na yun, sinuot yung t-shirt mo. Parang, di ba? Grabe. Grabe lang.
Parang
yun.
you're seeing the support in real time.
Real
din,
time,
ano?
yeah.
Okay, so everyone has an origin story as an artist, diba? Lahat tayo, same origin story, drawing as a kid, ginawa mong hobby, everyone thought you were good, so tuloy-tuloy lang. So at what point, I want everyone to answer, at what point, or do you have any specific memories in your life that allowed you or made you finally identify yourselves as, artist ako, creative ako? Any specific memories that start that late?
Siguro sa akin, nung nag-start kasi ako, parang more on hobby siya. Pero nung nag-start na akong mag-viral sa, I think sa Tumblr tsaka sa Friendster pa nung time na yun. Tapos,
Friendster.
Throwback.
Nahalata eh.
Speaking of
Gen Zs
nostalgia.
won't know that.
So yung Friendster parang Facebook yan.
Inexplain eh.
Tapos parang for some reason, nag-start na ako makareceive ng mga email proposals ng projects, ganun. Tapos siguro yun yung naging moment ko na parang nagiging artist na talaga ako. Kasi I'm starting to earn from doing something. Yun.
I guess it was always just kind of a default. And I bet you guys will relate to this. Like, in the classroom, kasi bago ako pumasok sa school, I thought like, okay, everyone draws. Kasi in my home, like, I see everyone drawing. So I thought, default siya ng bata.
Yeah.
And then when I entered school, parating, uy, Rako, pa-drawing na to. Or like, kung art project, or like, can you be my group mate? So that's when I realized, oh, so it's not like on everyone kind of thing. I realized like, it's like, there are select individuals lang talaga who really enjoy art and who really wanna like focus on it in when it comes to their career, their life. And that's why for me it was like, I don't know the exact point it happened, but it was always kind of like a childhood default for me.
Artist since birth.
I guess. I guess you could say since birth.
Siguro nung like, I mean, lahat naman tayo like bata talaga nag-start. Kami, nung brother ko, like, talagang drawing talaga yung hobby namin. Drawing kami lagi. Sa lapag pa nga kami nagdo-drawing sa ballpen and scratch papers. Pero, siguro yung parang na-feel ko na artist ako. Siguro nung, like, before or pre-pandemic, parang may mga lumalapit na mga clothing brands, mga, like, local clothing brands. So, parang na-feel ko na, I mean, work siya, pero ang saya niya gawin. Like, parang gigising ako sa umaga, gagawa ako, mag-illustrate ako for a t-shirt, parang saya.
And the validation of
Oh.
someone asking you to make something.
Yeah, parang, wala lang, parang saya lang na you get hired sa bagay na talagang masaya kang ginagawa. Na parang, kumbaga, laro-laro lang yun ng bata kay, pero ngayon, parang, pinaglalaro ka pa rin nila. Pero, syempre, parang more on like, ina-appreciate na nila yung gawa mo. Ayun.
So, ako naman, nung mga college days siguro, well, actually, nung super bata pa ako, like, let's say, 7 years old, 8 years old, as I remember, nagdo-drawing na talaga ako kasi my father is an architect. Tapos, on the side, he's doing realism, mga ganyan. Nakikita ko siya, tapos ginagaya ko din siya. So, nung may time na na-disregard ko talaga yung pagiging artist. I didn't consider myself an artist nung mga, let's say, mga college days. Kahit nag-fine arts na ako, parang hindi ko siya kinonsider na artist ako, parang ganyan. Kasi I was into punk rock and metal. So gusto ko magbanda.
Di ba ngayon, sir, may band ka
Wala
pa rin?
na.
Wala na?
Oo, focus na talaga.
Focus na.
May
So-
Spotify ka, shoutout.
Oo. So ayun, parang I listen a lot to punk rock, metal, parang ganyan-ganyan. But nung life hit me hard that time eh. So I need to find a job. So nung na-learn ko na talaga kung paano mag-digital, parang ganyan-ganyan, nag-start akong bumuo ng portfolio during that time. So I'm still listening to those kind of music, parang
Yeah.
ganyan-ganyan. But I started illustrating na parang mga ganyan until surprisingly kung nabuo ko yung portfolio ko nung time na yon. Yung pinapakinggan ko ng mga banda, nagme-message sa akin
Nice.
dahil sa portfolio. They want me to design their merch, parang mga ganyan, o yung mga tour merch nila. Then yun talaga yung parang signal sa akin na you have to be an artist.
Yeah,
Kasi music didn't work well for me. So ayun, yun na talaga. Dumiretso na talaga ako as an artist. And here we are, guys. Here we are.
I love hearing the
Galing,
origin
galing.
stories. And everyone has a different one and a different kind of meaning to what made them believe in themselves as an artist. You were mentioning earlier that you draw inspiration from your childhoods. You draw inspiration from the music you listen to or the things you watched as a kid. Now, based on that, like what about those childhood memories make it so great that it still influences your work today? Like we're all, I don't know, 30 plus na kami. Si Jeth 29. So
Yay.
we're all we're all in our 30s. But why do we still go back? What do you guys think now? Why do we still go back to those childhood memories?
Yung sa akin kasi feeling ko kaya ako bumabalik dun sa medyo 90s kasi ako cartoons. So yung medyo violent pa, gano'n.
Ay, saya nun.
Medyo wild. So naisip ko, every time na gumagawa ako ng characters tapos medyo violent or medyo wild yung mga team niya, parang bumabalik ako doon sa time na peaceful pa yung buhay ko. Kumbaga wala pa akong masyadong iniisip. Tapos wala, naka-chill ka lang, nanood ka lang ng mga cartoons na Tom and Jerry, gano'n. Tapos naisip ko, ito yung simple life. Gano'n.
Like going back to a simpler
yeah.
time, no?
Actually, super related to what Lay said. I think because when we were kids, this was when we had so much free time to just soak in the media.
So,
Ngayon kasi like we have errands every day,
Yeah.
responsibilities. Wala na tayong time manood.
Yeah.
Unlike if you're a kid now, like there's so much media you can watch. When we were kids, it's like kung ano yung nasa TV, yun na yun. Which is like I think bonded us in a way.
Yeah.
Like when we all grew up, we're like, oh, you watch that then. And ngayon, imagine if the kids grow up now, it's like very different. All the
Yeah,
things they
true.
watched. So that's what I really appreciate about our childhoods. It's like we all kind of watch the same things.
Yeah.
So
We all
kind
have
of-
the same references.
Yeah,
you
same
know?
references.
Same jokes.
And we just like interpret it in different ways. Yeah.
Actually, natural siya sa atin eh. With the age bracket that we are right now. Natural siya kasi yun yung parang feeling na we're free.
Yeah,
You're free, you enjoy the moment nung bata tayo. Cartoon Network,
Cartoon Network.
Nickelodeon,
Nickelodeon.
yung mga times na yun.
Yeah.
So, malaki din, para sa akin, malaking influence din yung mga cartoons na yun kasi, of course, those are like the fundamentals on how we make our artworks today, 'di ba? So, ano talaga siya, malaking bagay talaga yung nostalgia.
Totoo. Yeah, nostalgia. Kasi parang minabasa ko yung nostalgia, ano siya dati. Parang sakit ba siya dati? Like, ano siya talaga eh. Like, sakit talaga siya na term eh. From the 19th century and 18th century. Tapos parang, yun, I think, yun nga, yung parang cure din siya eh. So parang, sorry, i-check natin mamaya kung ano. Sorry. Pero alam ko, sakit yung nostalgia before. Like, search nyo. Tapos parang, ano siya, parang homesick yung mga soldiers before. So parang kaya, nabasa ko na, okay, kaya pala, na parang naalala mo nung bata ka. So parang, pag na-feel mo ulit yung parang bagay na kinokonsumo ng bata ka, parang kang mahihimas-masan. Parang ganun yung
Yeah.
feeling eh. Parang
Yeah.
it's a cure. So ako parang very sentimental din ako na tao. So parang for me, laging malakas yung memory ko when it comes to nung bata ako eh. So I think ikaw rin, parang ikaw naalala mo kanina, nanonood tayo ng sine kanina
Oh.
ng gantong year na to. So wala. For me, iba rin siguro yung time natin noon. Like, sobrang rich lang talaga nung nostalgia. Tsaka
Yeah.
nung dati.
It's like it's an unending well of inspiration, you know, like to go back and reach into your childhood,
Yeah.
to bring those feelings back and create something out of it.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of inspiration and influences, all of us have had very interesting careers, no? And we've all been part of podcasts. We've all spoken at events. We've been influences, and you guys especially have been influencing new and the younger artists now. But I want to ask, who are you guys' influences growing up?
Ooh, ganda yan ah.
Kasi tayo, you guys have done this is a podcast, you've done speaking, Graphica Manila, everyone. Pero who influenced you?
Dito na pumapasok yung pinag-usapan natin.
Oo nga eh.
Si Nick
Si Nick
yung
automatic.
Yan.
No joke or no kahalong kaanuhan na.
Kasi-
Dahil dito lang siya. Legit yun eh. Oo.
Kasi before naglabas din ako ng konting clothing nung nag-start pa lang ako. Pero dahil din kay Nick yun eh. Kasi
Oo.
parang naisip ko kung kaya ng iba, baka pwedeng gawin ko din.
Yeah.
Tapos naubos ko naman siya. Tapos hanggang ngayon nakikita ko pa din, which is around 15 years ago pa yung shirts na yun.
Grabe, no?
Tapos may nagsusuot pa din. Kaya ngayon nga napupush na ulit ako maglabas ulit. So yun. So sa mga influencers, actually maraming artist eh. Ayun.
Sino? Any favorite artist, both local or regional, or di naman kailangan
Siguro sa local,
artist?
si Anjo Bularda. Hindi ko lang kung familiar kayo.
Yeah, si Vito.
Si Bito, yeah. Kasi parang any art style yung pinipili niya, nag-fit pa rin sa kanya. Kaya niyang palaguin yung art na yun.
I think not really artists, but I like the way they create. like I like to borrow a lot from people who do different media. Like I like how Jim Carrey like influences his work with his influences.
Yeah.
And I was like, if he does this, like getting stuff from different comedians, making it his own way, I could do the same with art. It's like, oh, I'll get this from this artist, this from this artist, but it has to come out the way I would do it. And like the same with everyone's idol, I guess, Michael Jackson. The way like I was researching his career, like it's super apparent pala all the people he copied from, but he just like blended it in a way that was like so well. And that's what I'm trying to do as an artist now. I'm still a work in progress, admittedly, pero I'm trying to like see what the greats did and get small pieces of those and put it into my artwork.
Ako, sabi na Nick automatic, of course. Pero if in terms naman na parang ako sa international, si Cos, yung what I like doon sa artist na yun, kasi yung work niya, sobrang lawak. Like meron siyang work na pang high art, na pang gallery na parang sobrang i-auction ng sobrang mahal. Tapos meron din siyang work na pang t-shirt lang na nabebenta na sobrang mainstream or like sobrang parang pancakes na binebenta. So yun yung gusto ko sa kanya, yung art niya sobrang kahit kung gusto niya mas gawing high art, kaya niya. Kung gusto niya na mas parang mas pangmasa, kaya niyang gawing ganun. So doon ako nabibilieve sa kanya.
And parang he doesn't stick to one, no? He doesn't stick to what people tell him to do.
Yeah, tas
Kung ano-ano lang gusto mo.
tsaka yung art, yung style din kasi niya parang we all know kasi syempre yung skull na character niya na parang Astro Boy yung katawan. Pero meron din kasi siyang mga work na pattern based. So yun lang rin yung parang nagugustuhan ko sa artist na yun. Parang iba-iba eh. Hindi lang siya nakakaon dun sa... Although meron siyang signature style, which is yun din yung isa sa mga best formula talaga ng pagiging isang artist na talaga na sobrang relevant. Pero yung art kasi niya, hindi siya takot na gagawa siya bigla ng ganito kalaking statue. Tapos bilang gagawa siya ng gantong gallery na puro patterns lang. So yun yung gusto ko sa kanya. Doon, na-inspire ako doon sa kanya sa ganong approach siya sa art. Yun.
Ako naman, mostly kumukuha ako sa aesthetics. So for example, pupunta ka ng Japan, pupunta ka ng Donkey, or pupunta ka sa mga streets. You see all the signs, mga signs nila, yung mga posters, mga ganyan. Ganun ako kumukuha ng influence. Tapos as Rocco said that you pick whatever you see or like you like and you mix it all together, parang ganun. And ganun, parang for example, you're watching cartoons, you're watching let's say Nickelodeon, Spamco. So Spamco may mga ibang mga characters yun. So kumukuha ako ng influence ni Stimpy or ni mga ganyan. Tapos i-mix it all together with your colors, parang ganyan. So ganun ako kumukuha ng influence din. But kung ano talaga artist, I would go for Shepard Fairey.
Oh,
Obey. OG.
Kasi actually yun yung ginaya ko na setting. Kasi Shepard Fairey has Obey, 'di ba? A brand. And at the same time, Shepard Fairey is a street artist. Right? Gumagawa siya ng mga posters, mga murals, building, parang ganyan. So doon ko nakita sa kanya na pwede pala yung ganun. Na pwede ka maging artist, pwede ka din may brand.
May brand.
Parang
Totoo.
ganun. So
Yeah,
yeah.
super OG yan. I like the answers, no? That you're trying to bring in stuff from your own influences, but also trying to make it into your own thing. So that's a really good way of taking what you can, blending it, and making it your own thing. So okay, let's talk about advice. I'm sure everyone's been in a creative rut, no? I mean, creative like a burnout or whatever. What are your rituals? Do you have any rituals that get you out of a creative rut? Any sayings or beliefs or memories na what do you guys do pag talagang art block?
Dude, I think like a lot of people don't get this, but you need to be bored when you're an artist. You really need like boredom. Kasi that's when the big ideas will come to you. You need silence. And that's why like just being so busy now as an adult, I feel like admittedly I'm getting a bit less creative ideas as compared to when I was a teenager, when I was a kid.
Actually, oo nga.
Because we had like so much free time for like the ideas to just come through us as vessels. But now like as adults, parang you need to schedule in free time. Dito ako magkaka-free time na maging bored so I can get inspired. So I really try to carve out like an hour a day of I can't use my phone. I can't like watch a movie. I'm just like walking outside or like looking at an old book. So you need to kind of like have quiet time.
So boredom's really important to you.
Yeah, like quiet time. Like
Quiet
No, that makes
not
a
being
lot of
busy.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys try being bored or ano bang mga sa inyo?
Ako, parang iba yung sa akin eh. pero ano, it depends din kasi talaga sa ano eh, sa tao or sa artist kung ano yung way niya. Pero gets ko yung kay Rako, parang minsan ganun din ako.
To give yourself time din na
Oo.
parang
Yeah.
to kind of gently think about
Kailangan
new
ng
things.
peaceful
Oo.
moment eh. Pero for me, iba parang ang akin, parang you do non-creative activities.
Yeah.
Mm.
So ako yun yung kasi minsan of course ako nagkaka-art block din ako like everyone naman. Pero pag ganun, di ko siya pinipilit eh. Like ang ginagawa ko, I do non-creative stuff talaga. Like for example, I jog, I play basketball or I play PlayStation or something na hindi talaga like wala talagang involvement ng pagdodrawing or like pag-iisip ng ideas or concepts. Tapos minsan kasi pag hindi ka gumagawa ng mga pag gumagawa ka ng non-creative activities, doon pa papasok yung creativity. Parang minsan pag nagtumatakbo ko, parang na-burnout ako. Bilang doon pa ako makakaisip ng, ay, parang okay tong gantong t-shirt Parang
Parang
ganun.
stepping away from it
yeah,
helps you look
oo.
at it a little better, no?
Parang
naisip ka.
parang dinedelay mo rin ng konti, tapos pabalik ka ulit. Mas may better idea ka.
So walang point naman if force eh. If
Parang
force
retreat
mo,
eh. You retreat muna. You retreat tapos balik ka na lang ulit. Parang ganun.
guys.
Yun sa akin.
Okay.
Ang hirap nitong tanong na to. Kasi sa akin, dalawa eh. Yung isa is lumalayo muna ako sa art
Yan.
to the point na namimiss ko na siyang gawin.
Yeah.
So, yun, manood ng movie or lumabas. Minsan nagka-crowd watching ako. Yung upo ka lang sa park or something.
Yeah.
Yung as in, walang related sa art din. Pero at the same time, professionally, minsan kailangan mo talagang gumawa ng art on the spot.
Pipigain ka eh, no?
Oh, yun. So, no choice ka. So, sa akin, nagko-consume ako ng mga favorite sources of creativity ko. So, like, yung Studio Ghibli madalas. Tapos, tambay ako madalas sa Pinterest actually. So, madami ako nakuha information doon and concepts. Tapos may album ako, kinokolekta ko lang yung mga gusto kong gawin later on. Tapos on the side, meron din akong notebook na every time may naiisip akong design or idea, sinasketch ko lang siya dun sa notebook na yun. Tapos eventually, pag kailangan ko na siya for a project, titingin lang ako sa notebook, ano kaya pwede kong gamitin dito sa mga ideas ko. Tapos,
Parang may savings ka,
Oo.
no? Savings mga
Para
idea.
the moment na pag nagka-creative block ako, meron pa rin akong parang kodigo, ganun.
You just go
Bangko,
back to that.
Yes.
May bangko ka.
May bangko.
Similar lang talaga sa every one of us. Rest. Take a rest. Take a rest. Tapos, yung sinabi mo, do something that is not in line with art.
Totoo.
Do something else. Usually ako, naglalaro ako ng PC games. Yun lang naman talaga eh. Just take a rest.
Very true though. Like you wanna step away from art. Kasi there's no point in forcing it. Sabi nga, diba? Like if you're gonna try to squeeze it out of you, pangit din yung magiging result eh. So I know this is the part where we're gonna talk about advice. Now we've all been asked, ano advice nyo for other artists? So I wanna go around. I wanna make it more interesting. What piece of advice have you not heard other artists give that you can give to the new creatives coming?
Hirap yun ah.
Ooh.
You're making it
Banda
like,
niya na.
Oo. Kasi we've all done podcasts. We've all done interviews. Yung last question lagi, ano advice? Pero something interesting, something new.
Sige, meron
Para
na
sa
ako.
new era. New advice.
Parang meron na ako. Pero di ko lang
Unique.
nasabi na to.
Sige, go.
Parang, di ba parang lahat daw ng artist dapat may sarili kang style or like personal style. For me, parang kailangan wala kang style. I mean, may style ka, pero dapat meron kang, parang kang may bag of other styles or like meron kang package.
It's really nice.
So
yeah.
parang hindi lang basta ito yung ginagawa mong style na parang paulit-ulit. Kailangan meron kang package pa. Ilan sa akin. Kasi parang di ba iba kailangan, consistency. Ito lang yung ginagawa mo, consistent. Ito lang yung colors na gagamitin ko. Ito lang yung character na gagamitin ko. Ito lang yung brushstroke na gagamitin ko. For me, parang dapat itatry mo siya i-evolve tsaka itatry mo siyang, meron ka laging, kunyari, for this month, ito yung gagamitin ko. For next month, itong style naman
Parang
na ganito.
deep yung toolbox mo.
Kailangan deep yung toolbox mo. Kailangan marami kang para ka lang ring coach. Kailangan marami kang plays. Hindi pwedeng isa lang yung, hindi pwedeng pick and roll lang yung lalaruin mo. Parang ganun.
Naging basketball. I like
Oh.
that. Hindi, ganda. Kailangan maraming
Yes.
plays.
Kailangan mo yung face. Kundi parang Spurs yan, di ba talo?
Okay. Sige guys, dapat mauna because if someone says your advice, mag-iisip kayo ng bago.
Ako.
Oh,
Go.
sige.
For me, try nyo i-train yung mata nyo to observe.
Wow.
Observe. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng style may kita sa Pinterest, sa Instagram, mga ganyan. You see it around you, like sa labas, or like you're in a supermarket. Kung mag-skim ka lang sa whole aisle niyan, may kita ka na mga
Ganda
composition eh. Yung mga things that you don't see, but if you train your eyes to observe, you can see something.
True.
So, I think yun yung hindi ko pa nasabi to na
Amen
advice.
dyan.
Maganda yan. That's
Yun.
nice.
So, ano lang, para siyang Doctor Strange something na you need
Yeah.
to open up your
Oo.
third
Yeah,
eye. As an
more than
artist.
just looking at art that you like,
Yeah.
no.
Oo.
See the real world and see what you can get
Yeah.
from the
Real
real
world.
world.
Exactly.
Maganda yan.
So, yun naman.
Ganda.
Ganda.
Okay.
Ganda.
Oh,
Sa
sige,
akin, siguro yung advice ko is mag-try ka ng something na alam mong hindi mo kayang gawin.
Yan.
Kasi for sure, para maabot mo yung limit mo, kailangan mong mag-evolve yung style mo or yung concepts mo or yung ideas mo. So, madalas sinasabi sa atin na ang gawin mo is yung kaya ng style mo or yung pasok sa mo, sa mga usual designs mo. Pero, pag nag-try ka ng something new, yung alam mo talaga na hindi mo kayang i-accomplish, makikita mo kung ano talaga yung kayang maabot nung techniques mo or yung skills mo. Ayun.
I like that. It goes back din to the advice ni Jet na parang nag-expand yung toolbox mo if you try new things. Na di mo
Oo, yun.
alam.
Yun rin yung parang kickstart para mag-expand yung toolbox mo. Like, you try different,
Kasi nasanay tayo na sa comfort zone lang eh. Lalo na pag may mini-maintain tayo na art style.
Oo.
Di ba?
Totoo.
So, kailangan talaga i-expand yung skill
Depending
set.
yung
By
company.
doing that, by observing the real world, nag-iiba talaga, nag-expand yung skill set mo. Rocco.
Okay, hot take, and this doesn't apply to everything, okay? But I think you need to avoid trends. Like, know the trend. Like, it's good to be updated so you know what's going on in the world. Pero pag trend na siya, ibig sabihin laos na siya.
Gets.
Like, when you post the thing that's following the trend, by the time it's up, laos na yung trend. So try to see what people are doing and then go the road where like no one's going yet.
True.
And that will give you a
Yeah.
bigger chance of like you'll start the next thing.
Yeah.
And like I try to do that as much as I can, pero like at the end of the day, it's like a mixed bag of results. Like you could like flop, you could like do really great, but I try to like to avoid doing the trend. Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way to stand out, no? If you're trying to do things that not everyone else is doing. That's very interesting. Okay. So this is a brand collab with New Era. And I'm sure you guys are no strangers to collabs. And lahat tayo dito nagkakolaban na, actually. May crossover sa mga collabs dito. Do you have any tips for other artists for collaborating with brands or artists then? Like what kind of advice, but specifically for collaboration, would you want to give when it comes to collaborating with brands to other artists?
Siguro sa akin, itry mong i-push lagi yung gusto mong mangyari. Kasi usually pag sa mga brands, di ba, parang napupush ka na sundin yung gusto nila mangyari. So, kailangan mo i-remind yung sarili mo na kinuha ka nila for a reason.
Yeah.
So, nagustuhan nila yung
Yes.
art style mo. So, kailangan mo i-push yun, kailangan mo ilaban yung mga concepts mo, yung mga details na gusto mong i-add. Para at the end of the day, pag lumabas na yung artwork, hindi ka magsisisi. Na sana sinabi ko to or sana ginawa ko to.
Tsaka, so that lumabas nag-collab nyo yan eh. Kasi if it's just their ideas telling you what to do,
It's a client work.
parang, parang dinuloy mo lang para sa
Okay,
kanila.
graphic artist.
Tama.
Go
One
Raffle.
one piece of advice I got from one of my mentors before, he told me that the story is the treatment and the treatment is the story. Meaning like, you don't just do an assignment and make it look this way, now wala lang. Like one case study that we're all familiar with, like Spider-Verse. Like the style of Miles Morales' world is comic inspired. Like the textures are inspired by old comic books. That's why it's a treatment, not like because it looks nice.
Yeah.
Especially for brand collaborations. I think when you're making art for yourself, that's when you can feel free to explore things just because. Pero pag brand collaboration kasi like there's a purpose to this campaign. Like there's something you're trying to say, there's a story. And I think if the treatment of your artwork aligns with the story you're trying to say, then you're good.
Well, for me, it's so similar to what Lay said na ano lang talaga, you collaborate with the brand and you collaborate with one idea. And of course, yung style mo kasi, you need to inject it onto the collab kasi of course there's a reason why kinuha ka, 'di ba? So that's really similar to mine. So yun lang naman, you need to inject your style, your
Yeah.
touch, your kung ano siya, kung fine dining siya, yung whip dun sa pagkain.
Nice.
It needs to have that from you. So, yeah.
Nice one. Okay.
Okay.
Jet.
Sa akin, parang ano lang, naalala ko lang si Virgil Abloh nung kinuha siya ng LV. So parang di ba LV sobrang ano na yun sobrang brand na sobrang taas, na sobrang intimidating na brand. Na sobrang, ito na kami, ito na yung LV, ito na yung pattern namin na kulay brown, ito na yung logo namin. Established siya sobre, like, untouchable na siya, hindi mo siya pwedeng galawin. Pero yung trust na binigay nila kay Virgil, as collaborator, as the creative director of the brand. So for me, sobrang sobrang inspiring na pinakita talaga ni Virgil kung sino siya sa ginagawa niya sa LV. So for me, parang okay siya na inspiration na yung brands, pag pinagkatiwalaan ka talaga, kahit wild pa yung idea mo, may magagawa kayong na kakaiba talaga eh. So for me, wag ka lang matakot na i-offer ko ano pa yung pwede mong magawa sa isang brand. Kahit kakaiba siya, kahit out of the brand or parang out of the brand Bible talaga ng brand to. Pero kung tingin mo talaga something siya na may potential. Not necessarily naman na bibigay ng mga trash na concepts, diba? I mean, something lang talaga na ikaw, tsaka at the same time, nandun pa rin yung identity ng brand. So, yun, for me nga, importante yung nire-research mo rin yung origin story nila.
Yeah.
So, tapos ipapasok mo nga rin ngayon kung ano yung storya mo rin. So, yun sa akin.
Parang
Yun.
nag-align dapat yung
like,
concepts but something that's still out of the box.
Yeah.
That
Still out of
proves
the
why
box.
they got you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think everyone aligns with that.
Yeah.
No? If you're gonna collaborate with a brand, kailangan talaga na there's a reason they're collaborating with you. And you don't necessarily have to go too crazy with it, but trust in who you are as an artist. Okay, so last question, and this one I want to get a little spicy with. So, if make it as spicy as possible.
Okay. Ay, so yan.
Any creative industry hot takes? While we're in the subject of, sige, brands should trust artists. Minsan kasi they don't, diba? We all know. May mga hirap. Any creative industry hot takes?
Sige. Go.
Ako mawalan ako ng brand deals eh. Hindi, joke lang.
Yan na.
I think like one thing that you should really do if you're creative in
Doesn't have to be about a brand, just so you know. Just creative
just
industry
like-
in general.
As an artist.
As an
or like sa
artist,
creative
if
industry.
you're scared about your brand deals.
No, I'm not scared.
Na tama naman. Like,
Like, you
no
gotta be
name
careful.
dropping,
No
hot
name
takes.
Okay.
I think like you have to be stubborn with your vision. It's like if the brand got you, like we all mentioned in the previous question, if the brand got you for something, and they keep changing what the first draft was, but like you're very confident in that first draft, like fight a bit. I'm not
Okay.
saying like be unprofessional, be masungit, be like very difficult to work with, but like defend it. Kasi minsan, actually brands they're a bit stubborn too, but if you like defend your vision hard enough, they'll be like, gets ko na yung vision. Kasi one thing us creatives forget a lot is like, not everyone sees the world the way we do. And we just gotta convince them a bit, show them the vision and explain it well, passionately, and they'll kind of believe in your vision as well.
Nice. Very hot. Very spicy. May isa spicy pa dyan.
Spicy na. Sino mas
Siguro sa
maanghang?
akin, yung mga naka-collab kasi ang brand before na hindi ko nagustuhan yung treatment nila sa akin. So, I think yung advice na hindi mo madalas marinig sa mga artists na nakipag-collab sa brand is know when to stop. Know when to quit pag mga collaborations. Kasi minsan kinakain ka na ng brand pero dahil kailangan mo ng pera or kailangan mo ng attention or promotion, kailangan mo nag-a-adjust ka na lang dun sa gusto nila. So kailangan i-defend mo din yung image mo, yung brand mo individually. Kasi pag sunod ka lang ng sunod sa kanila, pwedeng yun pa yung ikasira ng brand mo ng personal brand.
Yeah.
So, hot take, you need artists need to
Yeah.
advocate for
Actually,
themselves
may
kasi
mga
a
local
lot of
brand
time
na ako
hindi
na-
eh.
may
Diba?
mga local brand ako na tinigil ko yung collaboration kasi hindi ko na nagugustuhan yung...
Hindi kayo aligned, no?
Yeah, hindi
At some point
aligned,
kasi
no.
abusado na rin
Oh,
eh.
yeah, oh.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself.
Dude.
That's very good.
Reminds me, you know what annoys me so much these days is when like brands have your final design and they're like, oh, Chat GPT didn't like it. Like, stop asking
Badass.
AI. Kasi target audience mo ba?
Grabe.
AI? Hindi ah. That's why like, I guess that's a hot take these days. Because like, brands love using AI these days. So, I think one thing, especially for us artists, is diba like, kind of like protect it. Protect like, I don't need to
Nakakapagod
impress
din, no?
AI.
Yung sa akin kasi
Yeah.
pag kunwari may hierarchy yung company. Tapos yung mga hindi na creative spot na matataas yung position.
Oh,
Sila na
yeah.
yung nagde-decide. Parang pass na ako sa ganyan kasi wala na eh. Nawala na yung ano eh.
Yeah,
Totoo.
it's approval by committee eh. Parang what do they have to do with approving the
Yeah.
artwork? Tapos nawawala yung vision ng artist.
Nawala na.
Guys, hot take. Anong
Sige.
mga medyo controversial.
Sige,
Hindi
sige.
naman, but
Ako more on like, hindi naman brands. More on like the community. Parang, na-realize ko lang rin, parang, not everyone will like your work talaga. And not everyone will like you as an artist or
Yeah.
as a person.
Louder, louder.
Louder.
Turn it on.
kahit nasa isang maliit na community kayo, like kahit nagkikita-kita kayo, gatekeeping is still here. You cannot, and it's parang sobrang lungkot niya. Pero for me, kailangan mo siya i-accept eh. Parang, you don't need to, to think about them. Parang you need to think about the people who trust your work, to the people na na-inspire ng trabaho mo. So parang yun lang rin yung laging iniisip ko. Parang, iba kasi parang, ay, hindi naman cool yung ginagawa ni ganito eh. I mean, nakakarinig ako ng mga ganun sa gawa ko. Di ka naman cool eh. Parang, try mo pang pumasok sa ganyan. Pero, so what, diba? I mean, parang wala namang masama nun eh. May sarili silang scene. May sarili akong scene. May sarili silang scene. May sarili silang scene. So, parang, parang mas, anong word? Parang mind your own thing.
Stay in your own lane.
And
Stay in
and
your
also
lane.
protect your people. Protect your tribe, parang ganun. And also like impress umaga parang stay within the people na talagang naniniwala sa ginagawa mo. Parang yun. Yun sa akin.
Ooh, spicy
Oo.
yun. Yun spicy. Nick, as the OG,
Ako
Okay ba
naman,
yun, sir? Okay ba yun, sir?
you've experienced this longer than us in
yeah.
sa industry. Anong pinaka-hot take mo?
actually, yung lahat ng sinabi nyo, yun, naisip ko na din yan. Pero, what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna say right now is towards the artist mismo. Na there's a lot of artists these days that are really aspiring to work with big brands or mga projects na parang dream nila. Pero why hindi nila makukuha? So I think for me, you need to be overconfident about your work. You need to push it. You need to flex it. You need to be aggressive. Don't just be silent on one corner
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just put your work and wait for someone to like it. Tell them na ito yung gawa ko. Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah,
This is how I do my work. You need to be confident
Kung
lang talaga.
matakot, no?
Oh,
I
kasi
love
ang
that,
daming
man.
artists na magaling pero they're not speaking. They're not talking to other artists. They're in one corner of a room and they're not interacting. So, what's gonna happen to your career if you're not,
Life is short.
yeah.
Life is short.
You need you need legwork eh. Hindi lang gagawa ka ng artwork and that's it eh.
Oo.
Kasi it's the other way around. Once you interact with people, parang i-flex yung artwork mo, then comes the time na your artwork speaks for itself eh. Dun yun eh.
Tama.
So, sa mga younger artists dyan, huwag kayong mahiya.
Yeah.
Be confident
Yeah.
lang talaga.
Yan kids ha.
And promote yourself.
OG na yan.
A lot of artists, they look at artists na malaki and think, well, ang ingay naman ito, diba? Ang yabang nito. Confident
Yeah,
masyado.
may mga ganun din eh, na parang, kahit tama sabi ni Sir Nick na be vocal on your art. Pero may mga iba pa rin na parang, kaya vocal ka na ginagawa mo na to, like for yung style mo talaga. Pero meron pa rin mga outside noise na, hindi naman yan, hindi naman
Yeah.
magaling yan, hindi naman ganyan.
Dude, like, you shouldn't think you're above
Oh,
everyone
don't
else.
think about
diba?
them. For
Yeah.
me, like, be kind lang talaga.
Tama.
Like, Do your thing and be kind.
This is
Ganun
it
lang.
for
Ganun lang
your
yung formula.
work.
Oo.
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
your work, promoting yourself because that's what puts pays the
yun
bills.
Yeah,
Ikaw
makes
kasi
you
yung
happy.
salesman ng
Yeah.
gawa mo, yung
True.
skill set
Maging
mo.
mabait ka lang talaga.
Sabi nga ni
Yun lang,
Rocco, embrace the cringe.
Yeah,
diba?
embrace it.
Yes,
Yun,
sir.
Yun, oh.
Like, you shouldn't think like, social media, I'm above that. Or
No.
like, posting my art online, I'm above that. You should be like, willing to go the necessary steps in order to be seen. And don't complain na wala kang jobs kung wala kang effort, di ba?
No, yeah, tama.
So much more nga ngayon, ang dami nating tools ngayon, 'di ba? Social media, and ngayon as kung kahit hindi mo gusto, kailangan kang gumawa ng content
Oo.
with your art form eh. This is the time, iba na yung time eh.
Mhm.
Kailangan na yan ngayon. So, may mga tao kasi na magsasabi sa'yo na ang cringe naman ito or
Corny mo
parang
naman, ganun,
ang
oo.
ano. Tapos, don't listen to them. Kasi you have a goal eh. You have a goal eh.
Yeah.
So, focus on your goal.
Focus on your goal.
To each their own kasi.
Tama.
As an artist.
Di naman kailangan na
Oh.
magsayaw-sayaw
Amen.
online.
Yeah.
Make content or promote yourselves in a way that's consistent with who you are.
Yeah.
Diba?
Actually, parang dito pumapasok yung isang nakita kong meme lately lang. Ang nakasulat sa kanya is, you either disappoint a few or bore everyone.
Yeah.
Kasi pag
Yeah.
pag ang ginagawa mo lang is yung safe, mabobore na yung mga tao na nanonood sa'yo. Pero pag ginagawa mo yung something na pwedeng risky para sa iba or pwedeng ikasira ng image mo, at least gumagawa ka ng bago. Or
Yeah,
something.
Ganda.
Sa akin, it kind of motivates me nga eh. Kung may naysayers ako na, for example, ang cartoony naman masyado, mas lalo akong gagawin ganun. Just to like spite them.
Totoo.
And I'm gonna make it succeed. And I'll rub it in their face. Like, look, it succeeded. The thing that you said is a bad
Ay,
idea.
maganda
It
yan.
worked.
Your advice being to us, in-house creative for a brand. So it's a different.
Oh, it's a different field.
set.
I was in your position. I was in an ad agency and production house. So I have like a hugot there that is like with me until this very day. It's try to find a creative or a company that's aligned with what you would naturally make. It's like kunwari, you naturally like hip hop, you like pop culture. Okay, New Era is your brand.
Yeah.
Like don't force yourself to work in a company that's like the opposite of what you would naturally make. Yeah.
Ano yan? Anyone else? Pwede
ako-
ba ako magbigay ng
Ikaw.
Well, guys, the joke.
Go.
No, I think when it comes to this, I got a lot of questions then from artists who work day jobs, no? And like, what do we do about like our own personal work and when the struggle between it? I think don't fight against if you need something to make money while you're still building yourselves. There's no need to fight against that, but you have to balance the time. And it's not that everyone has the same amount of time. Syempre, everyone has a different situation. But it's always important to make a balance, like work with what you have. So if you're working for a brand, but you want to build your own thing, your own artwork, your own brand, make time for both. It might not be easy and might not be fair, but that's what you have to work with. So you have to make the time.
Go,
Then
Lee.
naalala ko nung nag-work ako sa ad agency before. So, paminsan-minsan pag wala kaming ginagawa doon sa company, nag-drawing pa rin ako ng mga gusto kong gawin talaga. So, I think, parang halos the same nung sinabi na rin nila na find time for your own style. Lalo na kung hindi masyadong connected yung style mo dun sa company na pinag-workan mo. Pero I'm sure there must be a reason kung bakit dun ka nag-apply. So, siguro, parang yung advice ko kanina, alamin mo kung kailan ka dapat mag-quit or kailan mo dapat i-pursue yung kind ng work na ginagawa mo. Ayun.
Ako. For me, kasi ako rin before, ang tagal ko rin nag-work ng like day job eh. Parang 5 years din nata ako nag-work ng day job. Pero habang nasa day job ako, gumagawa ako ng mga passion projects. So, importante yung passion projects. So, parang wala lang, like, pangpatanggal mo lang, pampatanggal lang, pampaano lang din, pampaalis lang din sa like sa day job na parang more of like pang personal work mo talaga. Na tipong walang pressure na ginagawa mo siya. Ay, hindi naman siya kailangan malaking project eh. Kahit isang illustration lang yan or isang case study lang yan. Basta importante na tatanggal yung umay. Kasi yun yung pinakamahirap yung burnout eh. So parang for me, malaking bagay yung mga passion projects kasi not necessarily matatanggal lang yung umay mo. Hindi lang naman siya band-aid solution eh. Magagamit mo siya pagtagal eh. Lalo na pag nag-grow ka na nag-grow. Importante yun eh, mga ganung bagay. Stepping stone siya. Yun.
And eventually, mga passion projects, yung nagiging,
Yung pa yung nagiging legit
favorite,
project ko.
favorite
Totoo.
projects mo yun eh. So
Ayun.
yun. Last but not least.
Okay, sige. Kasi of course, I can relate to you guys kasi I have worked with a company din, a corporate company din before, and I have also my own company. So, and at the same time, artist din ako. So, for me, I think you just need to learn how to be really honest with your skills. And kasi like let's say you contribute a lot to New Era. Ano kasi siya, parang maging trait mo siya eh, as an artist din na if you did your best with New Era, you can do the same way for you as an artist. So, kasi para mong tinitweak or parang pinopolish yung skill set mo dun eh. Na you just, you need to be equally parang in line with the company and in line with your skill set. Ganun lang. So, parang, ano lang siya, give it all your best. Kasi at the end of the day, it's still your portfolio eh. Either way. So, yun lang naman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nagmamatter ba yung budget sa artwork niya? Kunwari, mababa yung budget. Pag single lang din yung
Okay, guys. Yan yung mahirap na question.
Sa akin hindi. Kasi
Sa akin hindi.
like, it's your portfolio eh. Like for example, mababa lang yung budget, but the next brand that might be high budget will see that. It's like, you're always like,
mismo.
it's always like a reflection of yourself eh.
Yeah.
Kaya kahit mababa yung budget, galingan mo pa rin. Eh, you agreed to do the job na eh. So just like, do it well. Yeah.
Not half
Yeah.
No, not half baked. Because like that'll be a reflection of your work. Kasi what if the brand sees that somewhere, a bigger brand sees that somewhere else and won't pick you because you did a half baked job somewhere else.
Actually, hot take din yan sa mga artist eh. Kasi madalas sinasabi kailangan lahat ng projects mo is bayad ka or
Bayad ka,
ano.
oo.
Pero may mga projects talaga, meron talaga na pag tinulungan ka nila, pwede kang ma-promote sa mas better opportunities. So, kunwari may mga murals na medyo mababa or ex-deal lang. Kung tingin mo na sobrang okay nitong brand na to and alam mong magiging maganda siya sa portfolio mo, take it. But
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Na parang not everything has to be monetary in value. Well, understandably, kailangan may monetary value. Sometimes kasi yung value nun is not necessarily exposure, but what it can bring to you in the future. An investment na, nag-work ka for free, nag-mural ka for free. Marami na ako nagawang mural for free. But pag na-post mo yun, may nakakita na brand na sobrang ganda ng gawa mo, you did your best. Yeah, that will elevate you. Same thing with what they're saying.
It all boils down to portfolio eh. Either you're paid or not, papunta pa rin yan sa portfolio mo. Don't think it in a way na sila lang yung maka-benefit niyan. It comes from your it comes from your skill set again. So portfolio talaga. Oh,
Pero I'll add din na depende din sa laki na sa project Di pwedeng kunyari kasi Louis Vuitton yung
Maging
kliyente mo di ka
realistic ka
babayaran.
rin,
Di pwede yun. But if it's yung milk tea stand lang ng tito-tita mo, maybe do your absolute best. Even if di ka nila mababayaran, do your absolute best. Pero kung big brand yun, syempre unacceptable. So depends din, di ba?
sa akin parang ang hirap mag-base dun sa budget kasi at the end of the day, hindi naman malalaman ng mga taong makita kung magkano binayad sa'yo. So, bigyan mo na rin yung best mo.
Totoo yun.
make it expensive looking.
Yeah.
Oo, kasi then the
Every time.
expensive brands will see it. Well, that is it for the New Era Collective podcast, celebrating 11 years of New Era in the Philippines. I want to thank our guest artist collaborators for this year's collection. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a pleasure talking with all of you about art and the collaboration, and can't wait for the collection to drop. See you guys there.
Peace out.